Good morning. Draven here. Seeing as how we finished Beneath a Steel Sky, I thought we'd go straight on to Beyond a Steel Sky. That came out a couple of months ago. I haven't looked at it at all. I don't know what the story is. So we'll see where it takes off from. If it starts from the end of the last game or not, or the graphics look a lot better. And the music isn't plinky plonky. So let's just go straight in. I've left the music up at 100%, so we might have to lower it, we'll see, but it doesn't sound too loud at the moment. Let's start our new game.
I'd already decided it was going to be my last night in Max's village. I was sorry to be leaving, but I was restless again.
Beware! The day grows dark, and demons stalk the gap by night.
Harsh old woman, stop your superstitious nonsense. Besides, this is the best time of day for fishing, eh, Marlo?
Yes, Dad. Look, Foster! I use these broken sensors to make a fish alarm. It detects the fish before it bites.
Nice work, Milo.
Milo was just like me as a boy, and the tech skills I'd taught him would help the village after I left.
Do you really have to go, Foster? How can we ever pay you back for all you've done?
It's been my pleasure, Max. One of Anita's pies will be payment enough.
I owed the Gap folks so much. My first tribe fostered me when I was orphaned all those years ago. They taught me how to recycle tech scavenged from city dumps. Soon, I even built myself a playmate.
I'm your friend. Call me Joey.
Joey and I were always together. As I grew, I upgraded him. He became the best friend I ever had. But then...
Foster! Foster, wake up! The sensors detect a fish. It's a big one.
What the?
It was no fish.
Max, keep back! Marlo!
Dad! What are they?
Max! Drop him, you...
Dad! Foster! Help me! Help me!
Milo had gone. The machine, too. But its riders had left something behind.
Max? Milo?
We can rebuild it from the finger.
What's happened, Foster? Where's my son? Max? Max? Oh, no! I told them there were demons stalking the dark.
The stalker that attacked us was a machine, not a demon.
Please, Foster, I don't understand. What happened?
I told Anita everything I could, though I knew very little. Max was barely conscious. I could only hope that with Anita's loving care, he would recover. As for me, I had to follow Milo and his captors immediately.
Foster's still got his teddy bear jumper on.
I'll bring Milo home, Anita. I promise.
Thank you, Foster. I know you will.
Dawn was breaking as I left the village. The featureless wastes of the Gap stretched away from me. Night followed day, then day dawned once more. Time lost meaning as the tracks beckoned me ever forward. Determination had long replaced sadness. Whatever it took, I would find Milo. The tracks were barely visible now, blurred by the wind. But I was sure I'd reach their destination soon. Then I saw the thing I feared the most approaching. Sandstorm. I battled forward, but now could only guess that my direction was correct.
He's not going to be able to follow the footprints now.
I decided to save my energy and sank into an exhausted sleep. Maybe the old woman was right. Maybe demons did stalk the gap. For as it shrieked and thundered around me, the storm brought back my nightmare once more. Union City security was attacking. As my tribe screamed in terror, I salvaged Joey's motherboard. Taken captive, I couldn't save my village. But I survived when the security copter crashed, entering Union City. On the run, I soon got Joey working.
Just to sort of give you a background story if you haven't played the first one.
The evil that ran the city. As I left, I told him to make the citizens happy. Union City was no place for me. I wanted to be where I could do most good, helping the scattered people of the Gap. I woke to find the storm had passed. But not without finishing its cruel work.
No
Tracks
tracks.
were gone. I was lost, and so, I feared, was Milo. Then, I heard them. Gang birds, scavengers, and in this wasteland, that meant only one thing: people.
Telephone poles don't look connected.
Despair turned to hope. I was sure that if I could find where the stalker had gone, I would find Milo. Then, in the distance, I saw a girl crouching over a body.
Well, it certainly looks a bit different. So, Wazard and a mouse to look about. I've put my sound ducking back to the original settings before I had the microphone issues, so I'm hoping it's dropping the volume enough when I speak. Gang. Hold shift key to run. I hope I didn't miss anything else at the top there.
The girl was holding a device to the lifeless hand. Hey, excuse me.
Who the hell are you?
I'm searching for a vehicle that...
Ah, no! Damn birds!
Wait, I just... Whatever that device was, the bird had it now.
Object that Foster can interact with are highlighted with a reticule sent to your screen on the chosen object and move closer to it. Let's have a look at the body.
No way I was going to get between those birds and their feast.
When an object is solid, click the left mouse on to call interact menu. Use the mouse cursor to select an... Okay, so I want to examine the body.
A corpse lay propped against a rock.
Okay, so we can't do anything with that. How about the birds?
I was short on food, but maybe I had something in my bag I could spare.
Gang bird, inventory. Let's examine it first.
The gang birds were eyeing up the corpse hungrily. Okay, we've got eye. We've got
finger we picked up, and we've got a crowbar. Let's use the pie.
The girl had been doing something to the guy's hand. I wondered what. He'd clearly been dead for days. The logo. I'd seen it before.
Where?
On the androids that had taken
Okay.
Milo. The girl was my only lead. I had to follow her. Union City. I was back.
Oh, I like the trains. It's very, oops,
Over the years, I'd heard rumors of how
reminiscent of Half-Life 2.
Joey in charge. I was finally going to see for myself.
A bit jerky. Oops. Big place. Looks a bit neglected.
Huh? Halt! Welcome, unregistered Gaplander.
Well, hi. And you are?
Community Welfare Droid 2CU at your service. To commence your Union City registration, please make your way to the immigration terminal.
That's okay, I'm not here to register. I'm looking for...
If you're looking for the immigration terminal, it's right over there. Thank you.
So how do I register?
Easy. Just go to the immigration terminal and you'll get a U-chip for your temporary ID. The correct route is indicated by these signs.
What signs?
Sounds easy.
It is. Without it, you won't be able to interact with any of the Minos devices in this area.
What's Minos?
What's this Minos you mentioned?
Minos is the interconnected computer system that is everywhere and controls everything.
Everything? That sounds very similar to Link.
For the convenience of all citizens. And, word to the wise, no U-chip, no access to the Minos devices. Not even the vending machines. So go register.
U-chip.
What exactly is a U-chip?
Don't they teach you Gaplanders anything? A U-chip stores your ID and personal data in a micro-implant. The immigration terminal is easy to find. What's keeping you? The correct route is indicated by these signs.
I've never seen a droid like you.
And I've never seen a Gaplander like you.
I bet. And what is it you do?
I tell Gaplanders like you to visit the immigration terminal and register.
Let me know how that goes.
There's a statue just up here in the background. When it looks at the droid, it looks like the statue from the original game. It was outside the travel agent and the insurance broker. Let's do for missing kid.
Can you help me find a missing kid?
You want to file a missing persons report? Go register.
I guess we're just gonna have to go register.
I'm looking for a vehicle that maybe came this way.
A vehicle? Well, this is a freight entrance. So, you're in the right place.
Right. I need to find a boy called Milo. He was...
What you need to find is the immigration terminal. It's right over there.
But she's not gonna do anything
For now.
until we do this
Pleasure.
terminal.
How can I be of assistance?
You can't. Oh, it's saved. Right. That looks like a freight truck, doesn't it?
There was a strange smell, and it was coming from the truck.
Let's have a look in the truck. A murder of gangs.
Those birds weren't going to let me anywhere near the back of the truck. I reminded myself of the collective noun, a murder of gangs.
I don't have anything. I can use the crowbar.
Gangs clearly weren't scared of me, or my crowbar.
Okay, we'll just leave that alone. The droid is still following
My
us.
chances against all of those razor-sharp beaks.
Oh. Quite a lot of people going about. Is this the guy that's in charge of the truck, do you think? Trucker.
The guy looked like he'd been out in the sun a bit too long. Smelled like it too.
The voice is very similar. I wonder if they got the same person then to do the voice.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Are you...
Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying.
No, I'm not selling any...
A likely story. Name's Wendell. Joe Wendell.
Nice to meet you.
That remains to be seen.
Listen, you haven't seen a child come through here, have you?
Pinch something of yours.
No, he was kidnapped from a nearby village.
Oh, I see. Sorry to hear that. You're not the first I've heard talking about kids going missing in the Gap. But I've never seen any come through here. Have you asked those kids over by the playground? They've been here a lot longer than me.
What are you doing here?
Well, whilst Bruce's power cell remains as flat as a cowpat, not a whole lot.
So you're trying to get in the city?
Abso-bloomin' Trying being the operative word.
Okay, so these things that are popping up here are just going to be new talking points.
I'm looking for a vehicle.
Well, mate, today's your lucky day. This vehicle.
No, I'm looking for a special vehicle.
But Brucey is special.
Alright, Brucey's the truck.
All he needs is his power cell and we'll be on our way.
The vehicle I'm looking for had 4 legs and no wheels.
A vehicle with legs. Think you've got bats in your belfry, mate.
I take it this is your truck?
It's got my name on it, don't it?
Your name is... W?
Well, some of it.
And what exactly is it that you're hauling?
Until I get the old boy back up and running, absolutely nothing. Old Bruce is taking a turn for the worse.
I don't want to alarm you, but there's a strange odor wafting from the back of your truck.
I don't smell out.
Really? Because it's like...
Except the splendid scent of tasty mini K's, the finest organic knackverse the Gap has to offer.
Don't believe me? Look at those gangs. They love my knackverse. Can't chase them away.
So, your truck is full of... mini knockwurst?
You betcha. Mini K, best in the Gap. Even contains some real meat.
Some real meat.
You're welcome to take a handful. Back of the truck's open, although the doors like to play silly beggars.
Oh?
Requires a special technique. Ritual, you could call it.
Ritual?
Aye. Now listen carefully. Step 1, give the bumper a wallop. Step 2, do a little jig. Step 3, pull the door and jerk it hard.
Wallop, jig, pull. That it?
That's it, lad. And remember the order.
Okay, I've written that down because I don't know if there's any way to
Your truck's power cell has drained.
Aye.
keep a note of that.
Easier than a politician's vows. There was a sandstorm put the bridge over yonder out of action. I was told to go park for a few hours. Turned into a few days. Trying to keep the mini-case cool in this heat emptied the power cell. I wasn't stingy on the aircon, mind, or the margarita blender up in the cab. A working man needs his creature comforts.
Anyway, 13.7 volts drained to naught.
And they still haven't fixed that blooming bridge.
And you've been sat here ever since?
No choice, until they send someone out to juice up Bruce's power cell. Someone competent, I mean.
Okay.
I'll be back.
I'll be here.
So it saved that as well. I don't know if there's any way to actually view any quests or anything. Welcome to Union City. Right. We should maybe do this first. Joey. Hehe.
It was a statue of my friend Joey. I couldn't imagine why they would have erected it.
If Milo had been taken this way, I was sure Joey would help me find him. I needed to find someone around here who'd seen the stalker.
Information point.
Whatever it was trying to detect, I didn't have one.
Oh, the chip. They all need this chip, look.
Whatever it was trying to detect, I didn't have one.
Show you a custom message.
Okay, we can't use the vending machine either. So what's this? Just a bin? Yeah. Okay, so I still need to find the thing where I can get my chip. Let's go talk to these kids over here. I like his colander hat.
A sturdy chain tethered the roundabout to the ground.
Eh? Where? Alright.
Hey, kid.
Hey, weird guy.
My name's not Weird Guy.
I'm Pixel. It's easy to remember because it rhymes with pickle.
So it does. I'm Foster.
I'll remember that easy because your name rhymes with fossil and you're old.
Thanks, kid. What's your story, Pixel?
Well, I'm 8 years old and my birthday is in only 64 days. I'm really good at math and I can even lift my sister. And she's super fat.
Very comprehensive.
Yep. Anything I can help you with today?
Did a vehicle come through here recently?
Maybe. How recently is recently?
Like 2 nights ago?
Oh, then definitely no. But wait, 2 nights ago? My brother, Vauxhall, he saw this giant monster.
What kind of monster?
Like a totally huge, but not real one.
Huge, but not real?
I mean, Vauxhall says it's totally huge, and Ember says it's not real.
Well, which is it?
I don't know what to believe.
Let's ask about the monster.
It's about a giant monster.
Right, so my brother Vauxhall, like 2 nights ago, it was night time, right? And we had been playing this massive game of buzzsaws and dynamos, so I was like, wah! But, where was I?
The giant monster.
Oh yeah, right. So, later that night, he wakes me up screaming about how he saw a giant monster.
And?
That's the end of my story. Don't tell Ember I told you.
Let's ask about Vauxhall.
Who's Vauxhall?
My brother, remember?
Can I talk to him?
I guess. But he's not as friendly or helpful as me. Real question is, Will he talk to you? He's been hiding for like 2 days now.
Because of the monster.
Don't speak to nobody but me.
Can you tell me where to find him? Maybe he'll talk to me.
Nuh-uh. You gotta earn that information. I don't know if I can trust you right now.
We need to use the crowbar on the chain on the roundabout.
What's wrong with the roundabout?
It sucks. Stupid Mr. Hobbsworth put a chain on it. He said it was for safety, then he dropped the chain on his foot.
Okay.
See you around.
Let's use the
Call it if you need anything.
chain, inventory, crowbar.
Push me.
The roundabout had seen better days, but it still looked functional.
Let's give it a push, eh? Maybe he'll talk to us now.
Hey, kid.
Push me. Push me.
I've got things to do.
Push me.
I guess we'll do it again and try and talk to him.
I recognized the girl. She was the one
Well, it's
who ran
her.
away from me earlier.
We need to go talk to her. Oh, he's dizzy. Let's have a talk to him again.
Hey, me again.
Wanna push me on the swings?
Maybe later.
Vauxhall.
What's wrong with Vauxhall?
Like, why is he hiding?
Yeah.
I told you, man. He thinks he saw a monster.
Will you tell me where your brother is hiding? Maybe we can help each other out with our monster problems.
Maybe. Yeah, okay. You done me a favor. He's hiding in a bench in the garden. I told him I wouldn't tell no one, but you seem okay.
I just saw where to get the U-chip from. There was a sign just behind the kid. So, can we go back
What
it?
do you do here?
Well, me and my brother and my sister usually live in a tribe way over that way by the old burnt down radio tower. But it's like so boring there. We come here for the action.
He's got the chain around his neck now. So we can keep talking about this, okay.
This vehicle, it had legs instead of wheels.
Vehicles don't have legs though.
This one did.
This one did. Your brother saw a monster, right? You thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, that it was a giant daddy longlegs.
No. That your brother's monster was actually...
A very small daddy longlegs, but very close to him.
No.
I caught a daddy longlegs once. What was your question?
So we can keep asking these until they grey out.
Listen, about this monster.
Jeez, man, why are you so obsessed with monsters? They're not real.
I'm looking for a boy about your age named Milo, who may have come through here.
You're asking the right guy. I remember every face that's come through here since I was a little kid.
Every
How
face?
many's that?
2.
Like, at least 12. How recently are we talking?
Sometime over the past couple of nights.
Oh, didn't know. Haven't seen no kids.
Aww.
You sure you haven't seen any children come through here?
Nope, definitely would have remembered.
What about anything suspicious?
Suspicious? Yeah, there was this one guy. Tall, wearing a big coat and carrying a purse.
I see. Nice one.
And his name was Fossil!
I got the joke, kid.
Okay, so at least, because in the first game we couldn't tell easily if we'd finished talking about everything.
See you around.
Okay.
That's a vast improvement. I still want to know if there's any we can see quests or anything. Let's talk to... Is she Grabbit, is she? Grabbit independent trader. So she steals things.
It was the girl I'd seen earlier.
Why is this rogue droid still following us?
Excuse me. Hello?
You!
Me what?
You're the guy in the desert!
And you're the girl with the corpse.
Okay, first of all, that guy was dead long before I got there. And second of all, it's your fault Big Steve stole my date.
Lost your what? To who?
Do you realize how much potential trade you cost me?
Honestly, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ugh. I trade. I'm a trader. Name's Ember.
What were you doing out there in the desert with that corpse?
Mister, are you looking to trade something or what?
Trade?
Trade, you know, tech, gadgets, knickknacks from the Gap or the city.
That's what I do. I collect stuff, sell stuff, trade stuff. Only, since you're interfering, let Big Steve fly off with my deed, it'll be a while before I can make proper trades again. Now excuse me.
What's a deet?
My deed, man. DTT. Data transfer tool. Deet.
What's the deed for?
Duh, transferring data. That's what I was doing with that dead fella. Transferring his citizen ID for trading, yeah? You distracted me, and Big Steve nabbed it and flew off. Like I said, thanks.
I'm looking for a boy named Milo, who might have come through here recently.
I'm absolutely sure I haven't seen your kid. Now, stop asking.
What were you doing out there in the desert with that corpse?
I told you already, I was deeding his ID. Only now, Big Steve has my deed, and ipso facto, the ID.
Any idea whose body that was out there?
Dunno, just some guy from the city.
How do you know?
'Cause I got the citizen's ID from his U-chip, duh.
The lip syncing's pretty good, isn't it?
So were you digging that guy's U-chip out of his hand?
What? No! Data transfer, I told you. I cloned his ID data onto the deed for later.
What happens later?
Well, you know, maybe someone doesn't want to be found. I do swapsies.
For a price?
Yeah.
Who's Big Steve?
You see all these birds all over the place? Big Steve's the purple one, with a beak full of my deet.
Let's just ask all this stuff first, and then we'll try trade.
Tell me about this deed.
Simple. I collect IDs and I use the deed to swap them. At least I did, until Big Steve grabbed it.
Did you see a strange vehicle come through this way?
Strange? You mean like that stinky one there?
No. This one had legs.
Not seen anything like that. Maybe you didn't either, crazy guy.
I'm not crazy.
Sure you're not.
Right, let's do trade.
What do you trade?
Like I said, sometimes people from outside want stuff from the inside. Sometimes people from inside want stuff from the outside. Second one doesn't happen very often since inside's got, like, everything and free. But it happens.
Suppose a guy from outside wanted to get inside.
Ah, my most popular item. Until Big Steve took my deed, that is.
That's all for now.
Okay, so we need to get the deep
Anytime.
thing back, really.
Oh wait, no. Come back if you want to talk business.
For someone with a business interest in dead bodies, she seemed pretty normal. A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated tires. Grabbit's Independent Traders. I'd bought from sketchier places out in the Gap.
Right, so let's just go over here for a sec. What's this? An old term. It's a link terminal.
I hadn't seen one of these terminals in 10 years. Link. The evil behind everything that happened all those years ago. The attack on my village. The death of my mother.
Can we use it?
Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped.
Oh, so it has, look.
It looked like the sculpture had seen better days. Unless that was the intention.
What was the noise? Like the hiss? Oh, look, a waterfall.
There was something strange about the water. And there was an unmistakable smell of ozone. Up close, I could see the water was holographically concealing an electric fence?
Why is there an electric fence?
There was something strange about the water. And there was an unmistakable smell of ozone. There was an electric fence back there. I wondered if it was live.
Ow!
Definitely alive.
I was shocked to discover that it was. No wonder the gangs kept clear of this death trap.
Well, I wonder if you could lure them over to that.
How can I be of assistance?
You can't. Go away. Right, let's go over here where the U-chip sign is. It's not a very fast runner. It's a gang.
The sign was directing me towards immigration.
Oh, there's Voxel's hideout. Ah. Inside the tire.
Voxel was hiding out in the makeshift den. Hello, Voxel.
Shh. What?
My name is Foster. I've just got a few questions. I wanted to ask you if you've seen any monsters.
How do you know about the monster?
Do we say that we saw it, or Pixel told us? He'll be grumpy if I say I...
Truth is, I'm a monster.
Alright.
I've been tracking a monster across the desert for days. I think he came through here, and I'm looking for someone brave enough to see it and live to tell the tale.
I saw it.
Can you describe it?
It was big and beastie, and it eats children, and I could hear the screaming, and it was fast and dark and silent.
Slow down, one thing at a time.
It was big, like a giant dog.
A giant dog? That sounds like what I'm after. Did you see any children?
No, but I heard them. I heard kids crying inside its tummy.
And where did it go?
It sneaked off into the city. After that, I got in here. No way am I gonna let it get me.
You've been in here for 2 days?
Still alive, aren't I?
Did you say you heard kids crying from inside the dog?
I think so. Sure sounded like that.
What's Ember doing?
Can you tell me more about these missing kids?
Only that I heard them inside the monster.
This giant dog, where did you see it?
I was playing buzzsaws and dynamos with Pixel. I won, and he was really cross. Then, in the night, I woke up. It was totally dark. I'd heard this sound, like feet padding along the road, big feet, and then I heard screams, children's screams. I ran over here and hid in my fort.
And you've been in here ever since?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Yeah, I don't have any food there.
Did anyone else see the dog?
I don't think so. No one believes it even exists. But you do, don't you? You believe me?
Don't worry, Voxel. I'm on the hunt. How long ago did you see this dog?
It was 1, 2, 3... 2. It was 2 nights ago.
And you've been in here ever since?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
How long ago did you see this
Oh,
dog?
okay.
I said already, 2 nights ago.
And you've been in here ever since?
Yeah, you said that as well.
Yeah.
And you said that, right.
Hungry.
Any ideas on getting into the city?
People go in and out of the main gate. Are you gonna go in there and kill it?
Sure am. That's what monster hunters do best. Then I'm gonna bring Milo and the other children back out.
You will? Oh, you better take this.
Thanks. What is it?
A firecracker. I was gonna use it to kill the monster, but you can have it.
What do I do with this firecracker?
I don't know. Throw it at the monster. But cover your ears.
What do I do with this firecracker?
Whatever you want. It makes a scary bang.
Do you know how I can get inside the city?
I already said you need to get across the river and through the big doors.
Okay.
Bye.
Hey, you got anything to eat?
No, sorry.
I'm kinda hungry.
I could keep an eye out.
Mr. Hopsworth sometimes lets me have some of his lunch. He doesn't usually know that, though.
Ah, understood.
So we could try and...
Voxel's giant dog sounded a lot like the stalker that had taken Milo. Now I was sure that the stalker had entered the city. There had to be a way in through the main gates.
So how do I get into my objectives?
I wondered if the citizens minded being electronically tagged with these U-chips.
Might have to turn my graphics down a bit. Bit jerky.
How can I help?
Let's go see if we can grab a sandwich or anything for the kid. I'll just see if I'm just checking out my stream for a second. See if it looks jerky on there. Slow it loading up. Guess it looks okay. Right. Oh, is this for putting the battery in, you think? Oh, right. We haven't got the battery yet.
Space where the power cell should have been.
Okay, so we'll probably have to come back for that. Has he got a sandwich here? Let's ask Wendell if he can, if he's got a sandwich.
How's it going, Wendell?
Can't complain. Not like anybody'd listen if I did.
That's the spirit.
What's on your mind?
Mind if I take a look at the power cell? I'm pretty handy with this sort of stuff.
Hobsworth has it. Told me he'd have it charged in a jiffy.
Great. How long ago was that?
About 1 million jiffies ago. My guess is it's either gathering dust or it's being ground to dust.
Okay, we need to keep asking
Do
then.
you need a vehicle to get into the city?
You do, but I don't. I've got Brucey here. What I do need is a new power cell.
And you can't just walk in?
Are you mad? Walk into the city? There's guns guarding them main gates, and they'd make mincemeat out of you, Sonny Jim.
So all you need to get into the city is a charged power cell?
Land snakes alive, yes. A power cell. Do you want me to write it down?
No, I got it. Any other vehicles around here I could use?
there's nought round here.
I need to get into the city as soon as possible.
Me too, pal. But Brucey here's not going anywhere.
One of the kittens is on the go. No doubt they'll be up on the desk. You want to look out the window? Hold on a sec. Wait. Oops. I hauled my headphone cable out at the same time. Right,
Those mini Ks you mentioned.
As I say, grab an handful. Truck's open.
yeah, but we can't, can we?
Any vehicles come through here recently? Specifically, the four-legged variety.
Only thing's been through here recently are birds, bad smells, and the occasional light breeze.
See, I've been following these tracks, but about a day and a half ago.
All right, pal. Didn't ask for your life story.
What you saying? What are you looking at now? She was meowing, but...
You sure you haven't seen any vehicles come this way?
because everybody else has.
Those land trains pass through up top every few minutes. Nothing down here, though.
How long have you been here?
Lost count, but the delicious aroma emanating from my mini Ks suggests at least 2 days.
Aren't you worried that they might be going rancid?
Well, nothing that a healthy chlorine wash won't fix.
Where are you going? Eh? Hey. You coming back into here? Where's my kitten going? It's Baron. Baron. Let me just sort my kitten out. I'll be right back. Okay, she's lying on my desk. He's lying on my desk, so hopefully he stays off the keyboard, which he's not doing. Are you coming over? Are you going over to your chair? Yeah, you go over to your chair. Leave my biscuits alone. No. No. Eh? What are you doing? No, leave my scone alone. That's my scone. And my biscuits. I fit them in there. Oh, I can't. Right. There, yeah, you stay on your chair. That's it. Right. Right, he's settled down on the other chair, so hopefully he stays over there. Okay, let's keep talking about this missing kid.
What's that you said about other missing kids?
Nothing specific.
Go on, try me.
Oh, just rumors. Voices on the wind, campfire tales. One man's kidnapping is another man's wandered off and fell down an hole, says I. No kids round here. Oh, except those young bucks over yonder. Sorry I can't help.
Let's ask about the truck.
When the power cell is working, what are you hauling then?
Mini K's. Artisanal, organic, handcrafted protein cylinders.
At least that's what it says on the packet.
Sounds expensive.
Doesn't it? Between you and me, they're just Knackworth sausages. But these city folk love a tagline.
Okay.
The doors, they're locked shut.
Not locked, jammed. Oh, and I'm all out of lubricant.
So how can I get in?
Didn't you listen? It's a ritual. First off,
The bumper, then a jig, and then pull the door.
do a little jig.
A jig?
Aye, a jig. Then pull the door hard.
Pretty technical, huh?
Have to move with the times, pal.
And just keep
How do
going.
I open the back of the truck again?
1, big bumper wallop. 2, little jig. 3, pull hard.
Wallop, jig, pull. Got
I'm
it.
not going to ask again. Wait,
Any ideas on how I can get into the city?
I expected it to grey out.
It's easy. You just need one small thing.
Great. What?
A truck.
What? Like yours?
No, not like mine. You want one that actually moves under its own power. That being said, you won't even get across the bridge without an authorized ID. Citizen's ID gets you all the way into the city, privileges and all. I've got ID, all right, but my power cell's empty. Long story short, I could drive in. If I could drive in.
Okay.
I'll leave you be.
I'm fine with that.
So that's Wendell.
How
So
can I help?
you can't go away. So I wonder if that's Hobbsworth over here. Let's go talk to Hobbsworth. What's this thing? Help desk. We can't use it either because we don't have our chip. Oh.
He was a scruffy looking technician. Excuse me.
Oh, hello, visitor.
What's up with your bollard? Maybe I can help.
You?
Sure.
Hey, listen, Mr. Gaplander. It's totally cute that you want to help. But this mechanism's a teeny bit more advanced than what you're used to.
You'd be surprised. I'm pretty handy with these sorts of things.
Sorry, got to get back to this bollard. It ain't gonna fix itself.
Ooh, what's that? Oh, it's a sign. I was wondering what this shiny thing was over there. So this thing is
How
stuck.
can I be of assistance?
One of the posts was jammed.
That's probably why the bridge isn't working then.
I called upon my extensive background in engineering.
Hey, it's working. Hey, we fixed it.
We?
Yeah, piece of cake.
Dude, council sure is shining in my direction today. Do you know how many times I've scanned this thing? The last scan must have done the trick. You see, I'm the diagnostician and tech expert around here. Name's Hobbsworth. What can I do for you?
Yeah, but you didn't even know to kick it.
Tell me about Joey.
Praise Joey. Not a day goes by where I don't thank him for the happiness and prosperity he brought to Union City.
Joey and I go way back. We must be talking about the same one.
Well, it depends. Our Joey was kind, benevolent, generous, firm, resolute, moral, he's magnanimous, proactive, and a friend to all citizens alike. Does that sound like your Joey?
My Joey was more of a sarcastic pain in the... but he was my best friend. I'm looking for a vehicle that might have passed this way.
What kind of vehicle? Maybe I can help.
Well, I didn't get a good look, but I know it has 4 giant legs.
Legs? Word to the wise man. Vehicles have wheels. Whoa. That doesn't sound like any vehicle I've ever heard of. And I've got more magazines under my bed than you can even imagine.
It's really important I find this vehicle,
Why?
because it kidnapped a child from my village.
Well, that's the Gap for you. It's like the Wild West, but, you know, without the West.
I know it sounds crazy, but I've been tracking the missing child for...
Nah, if it's missing children you're looking for, you best try the Gap, not here. Good day now.
I wasn't finished talking to you.
Well, hey there, stranger. How's your day going so far?
Well,
Great, I'll bet. Anything old Hobsworth can do for you?
Sandwich.
By the way, just so you know, I'm on the clock.
Yes, of course, no problem.
Let's do Hobsworth.
What's your deal, Hobsworth?
I am a diagnostician for the Ministry of Comfort.
And what exactly does a diagnostician do?
I find problems.
And fix them?
No, I just diagnose them. Minos fixes them.
Do you need technical expertise to be a diagnostician?
Of course. You need to know exactly where to point your scanner. See, I come to work and I pick up my scanner here, and then I report the problem. My interventions are key to the smooth running of Union City.
How are things going with Wendell's power cell?
It's in my office.
But how long until it's charged?
It's hard to say, but it's on my list.
He hasn't even plugged it in then.
Any updates on Wendell's power cell?
Not yet, but I'll get onto it soon.
This may sound like a stupid question, but how do I actually get into the city?
Well, first thing would be to head over to the city gates.
Yes?
If you got a valid ID, and just scan your U-chip, and the bridge will open.
Valid for what?
Now, that is the stupid question. You need a vehicle to get through the big doors there. If you have transport clearance, like that old fella with the smelly truck, you just drive up, scan your ID, and roll right onto the elevator down to the cargo bay.
So, this is made by Revolution Software. Are they... I wonder where they're based, because there's a lot of Australian voices, isn't there? I'm gonna look that up, hold on. Revolution Software. Founded in 1990. Doesn't actually say. No, they're based in York, in the UK. Okay. I just wondered why all the Australian voices. Maybe with the Gap, maybe they think it's more like the Outback or something.
So, you haven't seen any vehicles?
Nothing like you've described. Sorry.
About this missing...
He doesn't like talking about missing kids.
Word of advice, huh? Since you're new here?
Okay.
Look, maybe kidnapping is the sort of thing you people do in the Gap. But this is Union City, man. We're a proper society.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Okay, so that's all we're going to get out of him.
See you around, Hobsworth.
Oh, before I forget, I really appreciate your patience back there when I was fixing the bridge. Let me thank you properly.
We fixed it.
Give me your hand.
Okay.
What's he giving us?
Oh, I forgot. You're from the Gap.
Oh.
What's wrong with that?
Well, you don't have a U-chip, so I can't give you any kudos.
Well, your heartfelt thanks is enough for me.
Keep a smile on your face.
What's kudos? Can I ask you about kudos?
Hobsworth, was it?
Ah, hello again, stranger.
What are these kudos you've mentioned?
They reward people for doing what's right. Good for themselves, it's good for the city. Reward us for fulfilling our potential as proud Union City citizens. And under the benevolent gaze of the council, we are all happy, no one is ever sad. I figure your contribution to fixing that bollard earns you one. If you got a U-chip.
Not yet.
Ah, well, come back when you do. You can get a temp one from the immigration terminal in the garden. It's next to my office.
Okay, so we'll come back to him once we get... That's his office up there then. Ah, right. Let's go and try and get this U-chip. This will probably be...
How can I help?
Oh, okay, so is it actually... It's in the office, is it? Okay. A hand device. Right, let me just go for a quick bio break before we go in there. I shall be right back.